dreadful food lab.
Makes lots of gross things.
The talking monster, bien frank.
Fight show only on YouTube.
Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry again for the late upload. It has been a busy couple weeks, as I'm sure some of you can understand. But as the title says, today we've got some tuning to do, and I'm going to give some initial impressions on the 2.5 NC and let you know how it feels. So I'm not going to spend too much time outside of the car. Let's jump in and get driving. All right, so we're here in the NC. I've got my tablet all hooked up. I've also got the main camera here. I've also got the GoPro. And hopefully it shows some cool video, is what I'm hoping. But we are going to get out on the road and find a spot to do some logging, and then we'll go from there. And then I'm going to tell you how the car feels, what I'm hoping might change, what I would like to improve, and hope you enjoy. Thanks for sticking around. If you're new to the channel, be sure you go down below, hit the subscribe button if you want more 2.5 NC content and GTI content if you're a golf guy. So let's get going. So I'm sure you can tell, I'll apologize right now. It's very buzzy in here. It's got the solid motor mounts and everything, so it's very buzzy, it's very vibrating, very loud. So hopefully you can hear me, and I'm sure this camera is just wiggling all over the place. But I wanted the better quality camera because I just wanted to try it out. I got a little window mount. It's probably not gonna work, and I probably need to try one that's actually made for DSLRs, but hey, you know, you gotta try it at least once. So basically what we're gonna do is get into third gear and drop it down to a low RPM, and then we're just gonna hit it and log it. So right now everything's logging, which is good, but I'm just gonna wait for this car to pass and then get around this little corner here. Wait for RPMs to drop down and go. Done. All right, now I'm gonna do a little spin around here. We're just gonna go and basically do our next one. Go down and we're on it. Fun to really wring the car out. I haven't really gotten to be able to do it for so long. Initial impressions driving the 2.5 is I do understand why so many people do this swap. And I feel like recently, especially with like the video I made on how much it costs and everything, a lot of people might have been taken aback by the cost. And I've seen things in like some of the groups recently where people say it's not worth it, you should just turbo your 2.0. The 2.0 is fine, there's not that big of a difference, but let me tell you, there is for sure a difference in the power that you feel. It doesn't feel like you have that much more horsepower, but the amount of torque and how the engine just feels way more powerful than the 2.0, you 100% notice that. You really do feel like you have more confidence in the engine when you go to do an overtake. The engine just definitely feels like you put a bigger motor in. It's not that much bigger, obviously, but it's a little bit bigger. You get more torque, things like that. And of course, my engine is a little bit different. If you were to compare something stock for stock, my engine has a cold air intake. My engine has stage 1 cams. It has the light and flywheel. It's got the header, it's got the exhaust and everything like that. So it's definitely not like a true comparison on like 2.5 stock to a modified 2.5, because obviously I spent more money on mine and things like that. It's gonna perform differently. The cams are gonna make the engine perform differently, and the intake and all that. So the way I have it set up really makes it feel like a more raw Miata. It's a very nice, like, roadster style experience, especially with the top down. Obviously I don't have it down today because I'm talking to you guys, but It feels really, really good, and I'm sure if you slapped a turbo or a supercharger on it or something, it would absolutely be a riot. So a few things I'm hoping to adjust with the tune. It does stumble in a low RPM, so I'm hoping that that will be able to be solved. It just feels really, really good. It feels really nice, and I'm only revving it to about 4,000. You just get this, there's this mid-range where you just feel like the car is pulling you. It doesn't happen down low, it doesn't happen too much up top, but there's this mid-range torque and power that you just feel that really feels like you're getting going when you put your foot down. I'm really just looking forward to the experience of driving this more and really, really enjoying it on the back roads, taking it to an autocross, things like that, because it just feels like an absolute different car. It really feels like I have a newfound appreciation for my car specifically. I kind of started to get a little bored of my car. I mean, driving it to work every day didn't help. It was like the same power, and I took the same route, same times. I would downshift, upshift every single day, and with the whole pandemic thing going on, I've had less time to drive the car, and obviously I had way less time driving the car when the motor was out. So having it back and performing like this really, really, really is a fun, exciting experience, and I absolutely love it so far. So maybe in the future we'll do some sort of video that's like, should you do the 2.5? Should you spend the money on it? I don't know if I'm in any position right now to tell you if you should or shouldn't, because I'm still figuring mine out. I'm still working through all the kinks and things like that. But my initial impressions are pretty good. I'd give it a thumbs up on my initial impressions of this engine. And the platform that we put it in, it's a pretty smooth and seamless, swap that I did. You can do at home. I mean, I did it at home. Other DIY people out there who are thinking about doing this, I want to make a big video so you can like really see what's involved in like the troubles and the successes, things like that. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for checking it out. I hope you found it interesting. Not a ton of stuff going on because I'm just going to be basically tuning this thing for the next couple weeks, or getting, the tunes and everything like that. So that's basically what I'm going to be working on. And then once that is over, I think next up we are going to start, maybe in the future, addressing suspension with this car, new bushings, things like that. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.